That's what I'm talking about, starting the day off right, baby. That's what I'm talking about, a nice little 45 miler, 60 miler. Get it in the books, gentlemen. Yeah, boys. Current time, ladies and gentlemen, 8:46 a.m. in the morning. And you're like, Cristoforo, my friend, you are up early, and that is correct. Against my will, but I am up early. Actually, not really against my will, because again, Daddy is transporting his old client again for the, not second day in a row, but it's been oh man. There's still a lot of traffic this morning, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of a bummer. We actually needed that light right there. Anywho, that's all right, guys, because the sky is shining blue and bright. We're looking at, I would have probably got that next one anyway, so it don't matter. Well, maybe I would have slipped through, who knows? The sun is shining, Cristoforo is looking good as usual, and I have breath in my lungs, so it's a good day, my friends. It is a good day. I saw my wife off to work. She's taking my car, so pray for me. Oh my goodness, you know what I'm saying? We got to make sure she comes back, you know what I'm saying? And the car in one piece. So I'm heading back to that same hotel that I did the pickup the other day for. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna get into some good old goodies, you know what I'm saying? But guys, something to keep in mind is that I was just thinking about this the other day. I was like, you know what? A hot cup of coffee in the morning, you know what I'm saying, is a treat. It's a nice delight, but there's just too many people up and about. So it's been a while since I've actually rushed around to, not driving fast or anything, but like, meaning like a little anxiety building up to get somewhere on time, you know what I'm saying? Like that light just took a couple minutes, you know what I'm saying? So no wonder people are flustered when they get to work, because driving takes a long time. And I'm just, you know, I'm very blessed and glad I no longer drive full time anymore, because I remember it was a little bit stressful at times. The only other time I feel like this sometimes is getting to events that are scheduled for, like, you know, important events or whatever, you know, and you got to get there on time. You've already committed yourself to getting there on time. So anywho, guys,
quarter mile, keep left at the fork, follow signs.
I'll tell you what, guys, morning commutes kind of remind me of the old movie. Remember the movie Point Break? Not the redo of it, but the actual original one. And Brody says, Patrick Swayze's character says to Keanu Reeves, he's like, the system got people in metal cages going back and forth day in, day out. And there's just something very attractive about freedom. Now, what are you talking about, Cristoforo? Make a little bit more sense. Let me elaborate a little bit, okay? I'm not cut from the same cloth as some of my family members and friends, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that cloth, of course. Of course, I'm cut from the same cloth, same blood, but generations are different, okay? I have friends and family members who straight out of high school, college degree, job, house, picket fence, 2.5 kids. Not sure how you can get a 0.5 of a kid there, but anyway, guys, it's a different generation than it was. There's more ways to make a living outside of the corporate world than it used to be, okay? Back in the 80s and 90s, it was a one-shot straight thing. You know, you were in sales, you were in a trade, you were a plumber, you were an electrician, you were a Mario Brothers Luigi, you know what I'm saying? You guys get the idea. Now, the internet has opened up a whole nother spectrum. I think there's people who literally, all they do is post Instagram pictures and they make an income off of it. I'm like, what? How are you gonna be posting pictures and making some dollars? But that's the same thing as saying that I am now a full-time YouTuber and online business, okay? Now, in California, you definitely have to hustle. In New York City, you gotta hustle, and you can't make that switch until you're making a good amount of income, okay? I'm not making the amount that I would like to make to kind of chill back a little bit. Again, if you guys know me, I definitely hustle selling my eBay auctions, etc., to continue to pay those bills, you know what I'm saying? But there's something so attractive these days. I watched another YouTube video about a young gentleman, and he made some animated book reviews, and one of his videos was really astonishing. It said, what's the difference between a guy in New York City making $150,000 and the kid living in Costa Rica or living in Idaho making $30,000, right? But the kid making $30,000 is not tied down. He's making like online generated income, or income where he doesn't have to be at a location. It's direct deposit. He works whenever he wants. And there's something attractive about that, about moving around and not being able to be tied down. Now, I understand with children, it's a whole nother story. Even with a spouse, I'm married, so it's definitely a whole nother story, especially if your spouse has dreams and goals here, or establishing herself or himself here. You know what I'm saying? Kids, of course, school. But there is just something to kind of keep your eyes on the prize. You know what I'm saying? Is the guy in New York City that's making $150,000 but tied down to New York City where he can't leave New York City, he's stuck in the same commute every day? Yeah, there's potential to make a raise or whatnot, but again, there's not that freedom to break free. So, something to ponder on as I'm driving. I call it the drive of shame, my friends, sitting in some traffic. Traffic, I got me some chapstick. Traffic. Well, my trash to treasure friends, take a look at this, guys. Look at this stack of action right there on the side of the street. That almost looks to me like maybe an eviction, you know what I'm saying? Where they just stack your stuff and put it on the curb. I've seen this before in other YouTube videos, probably just stacks of clothes, entertainment center, etc. But that's just wild, isn't it? What's up, guys? How are we doing? I haven't checked in quite a while. It is now currently 7:14 p.m. We are finished for the day, and it was a very long day, my friends. It wasn't like tough or anything like that. It's just definitely a long day, and when you work from home and when you're doing full-time YouTube, etc., you don't really have days like this, you know what I'm saying? So it's a little different, but I like it. Good conversation, just chislaxing a little bit, and it's all good. Plus, put a little cheese in my pocket, so nothing wrong with that, guys. But we're looking absolutely fantastic. I'm just trying to debate. I actually am feeling pretty good. I thought I was going to be a lot more tired than I am, but I'm actually feeling pretty good. So I'm debating A, do you go and home and take a little siesta? But that might mess up my routine because I got to be back at the hotel tomorrow picking him up again at 10:30 a.m. Which means if I go home and take a nap, I'll probably go down for like 2-3 hours because I am on like probably, oh man, I think I'm on less than 4 hours of sleep. For me, that's no bueno, you know what I'm saying? So I think what the plan's gonna be, we're gonna go home, see how we feel, most likely sack out for a little bit, and then maybe take some NyQuil, no, that Z-Quil, which is from the makers of NyQuil, and just knock myself out, maybe midnight. Actually, no, it's gonna have to be midnight too. Oh my goodness gracious. No, I think I'm gonna fight it. I think I'm gonna fight the sleep, and then just crash out at like 10:30, 11, take some Z-Quil, and just do it. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a plan, my friends. Ladies and gentlemen, it does my heart good here. After the sun goes down, the bikers come out to play, baby. Look at this team. They're just getting into it. Getting into it, baby. Woo! So quick survey question. Would you take A, Model S Tesla Pearl White, or B, a Pearl White Porsche? Just your simple, you know, nothing fancy-dancy Porsche, but like a 911, maybe in a similar price range as a Tesla Model X. S. Sorry, not X, S. S. Anyway, I just saw one. They're just gorgeous with that big old touchpad thingamabobber. You start touching stuff and it just starts talking to you, and then all of a sudden you just fall asleep. The thing drives for you. The thing will even pull up to your house and park it itself. It'll even call to go dinner for you. He'll even go to pickup sticks for you. Get you Mongolian beef for only $9.99 a bowl. I'm starving. Let's get home. Woo! What's going on, guys? Current time, 12:22 a.m. I went home and sacked out till about, like no joke, 10:30. Oh my goodness. I literally put my head on the pillow, turned the fan on, and it was out. Cristoforo, lights out, MacGyver, I'll tell you what. But now we're looking good, we're feeling good, but I know you're like, Chris, you just messed up your whole sleep schedule. Well, technically, probably, but again, remember, I'm gonna be hitting a little bit of Z-Quil. Z-Quil is just like NyQuil. You know what I'm saying? It's, you pick it over at Walmart or whatever, boom, knocks you right out. You know what I'm saying? We're looking really good right there. So tonight, we are going to be getting a heads up on the competition. Everyone likes to kind of push it in the morning, and I'm kind of tend like that, but like, you know how sometimes you got to get stuff done, you know, like gasoline or whatever, and you're like, nah, I'll just do it in the morning, wake up a little bit earlier. Trust me, it's easier to get out night of before you got to go to bed than get up in the morning. You know what I'm saying? No one really likes to rush out of the house and like gotta get some gasoline. So I am actually gonna go get some gasoline right now, get a heads up on the competition, so I'm ready to go for tomorrow. And then guess what, ladies and gentlemen, after that, we got big plans. We's going looking for some dumpsters. Look at that nice old T-Bird, huh? Beautiful, my goodness. So guys, this used to be the good old bike shop, and unfortunately it is no longer there, so unfortunately we don't get any good action anymore, you know what I'm saying? But what we're hoping for, let's go ahead and cruise a little bit right on over here. You see that inside there? It's kind of hard to see, but right there to the left, yeah baby, more slap walls. That's what we're hoping for, my friend. See guys, this is the action you need right here if you're ever shipping stuff. Look at all this free bubble wrap and styrofoam. This is like a bunch of like perfect moving box opportunities. Look at this, guys. And then look at this one over here. We got all sorts of more bubble wrap, more boxes. Look at this. There's no action, but there's free packaging material. Sky's the limit, baby. Oh, hey, look at that. We got some recycle cans over here. Look at that. Oh, we even have a light. Looks like we even have what is that? Dog piddle pads over there? Look at that. Take a look at that. Someone's been drinking a lot of adult beverages behind the good old bike store here. Well, I'm really glad I pulled in right here. Normally I pull in front of the dumpster, but there was like some clutter there and I was just driving by. Good thing I didn't, because there's a lot of like scrap shrapnel around there, you know what I'm saying? We definitely do not want to pick anything up, especially in the missus car. Oh, I wouldn't live till another day, my friends. So guys, that is something to keep in mind. If you guys don't watch the show Trash Treasure, which is of course, the dumpster diving full-blown web series, then let me fill you guys in on a little bit of the synopsis. Now, that was behind a Tuesday morning. That's also behind, you know, same thing as like a home decor store, home goods, you know, type store like that. Anything that does a lot of like, you know, fragile ceramic, like house pieces, frame artwork, etc. guys. That's the easiest place to find bubble wrap and boxes. Now, I will never again in my life go to Home Depot and spend ridiculous amounts of money on bubble wrap or boxes, because now I know exactly where to get them for free. I have bubble wrap that I've been wrapping my eBay auctions with, a whole box of it, big bubble wrap, small bubble wrap, from that behind that Tuesday morning, guys. So definitely go behind a home and decor store, and even if you see an employee and you don't see any bubble wrap, be like, hey, I was wondering, do you guys have any like bubble wrap that I can grab off you? Trust me, guys, because Home Depot is gonna charge you for boxes and bubble wrap. You're looking at getting out of there, oh, well over 100, 150 easily for the good bubble wrap. Now, I actually find all the time bubble wrap from other people that are moving, and what they do is they move, they use it, but then they have like this whole entire roll left because they bought two. They don't want to go return it. So there's Cristoforo. He has a whole entire like actual legitimate Home Depot green bubble wrap that's probably like $15, and I just plucked it out of the dumpster. I'm like, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not moving anytime soon, but hey, it's gonna be for my eBay auctions, or hey, when I do move, you know what I'm saying? Sky's the limit. Tuck it away, boom, for another day. You know what I'm saying? We're looking good. With that ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna let you go because I am home now. I still need to edit this vlog, go to sleep, take my ZQL, and then I need to get up, and we have a surprise for you guys tomorrow, and it's actually really exciting. So the gentleman that I am gonna be driving, we will be going down to San Diego, California, my friends. Beautiful area. Of course, I can't really vlog too much while I'm actually driving, and I can't really have a conversation one-on-one with you guys, especially, you know, gotta act professional a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But when we get there, we're actually going to, he wants to go to a guy's shop that like does these aluminum headers or something like that, something like crazy for these like Ford cars. So anyway, I'm not really sure if he's like well-renowned, known, you know, guy that makes headers, but anyway, I looked at the guy's website. It's gonna be pretty sick, so I'm looking forward to that. So stay tuned for tomorrow's vlog, because while we're there, if I'm allowed to film, I'll definitely film. Even if I'm not allowed to, I might bust out my camera anyway and take a couple, you know, video, you know what I'm saying? Looking good though, guys. God bless you, God protect you. Remember the Carpe Diem, baby. Live that dream, you know what I'm saying? Live that dream and put that cheese on the platter so you guys can cut into that cheese, you know what I'm saying? And go to Disneyland. Now, it ain't all about Disneyland, baby. It's about Six Flags Magic Mountain. That's what I'm talking about. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Later.
wait for it.